What's up, y'all?
Damn. Still fucking.
I'm sent.
I've turned it down to 0 volume on this game. Oh,
Why you at? You could have pump fake or something.
I can't believe
Hello, everybody.
Hello,
Hey, BJ.
I'm streaming Chicken Police, Paint It Red.
Oh, Lord.
I know, it's a free game, so I thought I'd give it a try.
That's the first time I ever heard of a game called Chicken Police.
Well, if you want to watch it, I'm live, so...
Well, let me get my computer ready. Since you are streaming, I might as well watch it on live. And let me guess you streaming too, Ashley.
I'm not. Oh, he trash, bro. This big man is doodoo.
Alright, new game, here we go. Dead men are heavier than broken hearts. Raymond Chandler, Big Sleep.
Oh my goodness.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home.
Starting to download bit by bit.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, chicken's driving it down.
I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland. An investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray, too.
Oh my goodness. How would you do that? I'm playing the wreck, BJ.
Oh, you playing the wreck? Oh, I thought you were playing, like, season or association.
Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment. And don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh, come on, bro. What are
It's
you
just
doing?
ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
I watched AEW's pay-per-view tonight, Big Fan.
What could possibly go
It was
wrong?
good. Jade Cargill is still undefeated.
I expect Jake to hold that belt until someone says it's time to end their shit.
Hangman
It's gonna be somebody. It's gonna be somebody you least suspected that ends Jade's undefeated streak.
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit.
Unless you're switching out.
Pick it. She stood in
I'm
the
assuming
darkness.
she's switching out.
The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Philip... Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
And I got your little message. So like, what's the thing about
Believe
you?
me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out my damn self.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
I'm out there Hall of Fame, sir.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Ah, thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning. I don't even know what these papers are. I promised myself I'd write a novel one day. We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't... Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
I'm gonna figure out what I'm looking for here.
My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real, the badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine, so I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes, just in case. She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know. My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
He need a freaking hit. I'm over here watching. He's talking about he need a freaking hit.
What the hell?
I need my
am supposed to
cigarette.
dial here? 1, 2, 3. Maybe it's all in one. 5, 6. No answer.
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
Oh, he said, "What the hell is he doing in my apartment?"
Light switch. There we go. Now you shall speak, Deborah.
Legs that go on for days. Deep, dark eyes. Silky skin and voice. You're in big trouble, pal.
What are we supposed to do here?
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
We've got everything out of there.
My bedroom. Nothing interesting in there. But I don't see colors anymore. Only emptiness. Everything faded. I need another drink.
The drink what I was looking for this whole time.
Every whiskey has the same color nowadays. At least in this price range. This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me. and took our daughter. M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants. The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes. The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground.
So it's not the...
I need a secretary. Legs that go on for days.
Oh, shut up.
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is...
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
Focus on what you know about instructions. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I can scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Oh, that didn't sound right. Damn, we're gonna get right to it. Okay.
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
You're not very confident. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes. Excuse me. I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
Breaking into the apartments of strangers isn't that big a deal. Some people do it as a hobby.
Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland. This is hard for me as it is.
You're right. Sorry.
Come on, there we go.
Tell me, what's your star sign, sweetheart?
My what? My star sign?
I like to be unpredictable sometimes. It's an old detective thing. Just answer the question, please. You'll understand everything in time.
All right. The dancer. The answer is the dancer.
The dancer?
If you say so.
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
Common sense.
This
That don't sound like
day is
common sense.
essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Why did you come visit me? Why not your employer herself? Were you born and raised in Clawville? Do you even know? I'm not going to say, do you even know what you want?
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that. What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
I expected your help, just like my mistress said.
Well, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel? Who were you hoping to find in a place like this?
Someone reliable.
Well, I am reliable.
And discreet.
That's right.
And thorough.
Alright, where are we going with this?
No question about that.
And has a heart of
This is
gold.
gonna be funny.
Okay, let's stop it right there. Do you think you're cut out for this kind of work?
Not in the slightest.
Then why all of this?
I just can't say no to Natasha.
Would she hurt you if you did?
No, of course not. She's my friend.
Free.
I see.
That's what every suspect would say.
Have you ever felt truly vulnerable?
Oh shit.
Honestly, very often, Mr. Featherland.
Great, because that's exactly how I feel right now, Deborah.
I'm sorry if it's too unpleasant for you, but we had no one else to turn to.
You know, I get that a lot, and it never ends well.
Do you like happy endings?
It depends on what you mean by happy.
Not in books or movies, but in real life it would be nice for a change. But this is Clawville. Not many happy endings around here.
I knew you were romantic at heart.
If what's between me and my whiskey could be called romance, then yes, maybe a little. Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him.
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Exactly.
Feathery gods help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
I'm a decent cop, baby. 4 stars.
Maybe I'm just old. And while I...
still talking to Deborah.
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints. You know the drill.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland?
My bad. I ain't trying to cause this again.
Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But nothing.
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you...
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Of all that's...
Thank you again, Mr.
Don't mention it, Deborah. I had no other plans for today, except drink. But tell me, do you have a light?
I'm sorry, I don't smoke.
Thought so. Nothing interesting in... legs that go on. Just a phone call and a good friend of mine can take you home.
Thank you, Sonny.
Just a phone call and a good friend...
Thank you.
932, stupidly.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here, not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place. Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
All right, I'm gonna stop the stream right here because I don't want to. I want to do a part. Yeah.